Coffee with Connie. Today, my guest star is GrannyDee with Knit, Purl, and Squirrel with GrannyDee. I'm not used to saying your channel name.
It's a long one, isn't it? And actually, it's got Thompson on the end of it, which I need to take off. Only reason I did that was because in the beginning, people just knew me as D. Thompson. So.
Mm-hmm. And I think most everybody pretty much knows who you are. But
I think they might.
Don't,
in our little group anyway.
This is the fabulous GrannyDee.
That's the fabulous one right there. He's the designer with knit and crochet. What?
Speaking of which, I am going to be revealing one of my designs on today's live, since I didn't do my Crochet Tuesday video this week yet.
All right. Groovy.
So I want to wait until more people pop up before I show that.
Okay.
Let's see. We have Zach, Mindy, Wendy, Samantha, Brenda, Pat, Julia, and Anita that have joined us. How are all of y'all doing? And what are y'all working on? And we have Rosemary too.
Queen Mama. Queen Mama's in the house. Woo!
So how's everyone doing? And how are you, GrannyDee?
I'm good. I was a little with the stomach earlier, but I think it's because I don't know. My stomach's just weird anyway, but I'm good.
Awesome.
And Nikolai, my grandkitty, I'm sitting at their dining room table. He's at the other end of the table, but he's shy. Maybe I can get him to come, but he's huge, big, white, fluffy kitty.
Ooh, me
He's what did they say he was? Somebody guessed when I don't know if Connie, you saw, I had just a wee little clip of him sitting on my lap when they brought him to my house a couple of weeks ago. And, of course they don't do what you want them to do, which is sit up and look at the camera. So I got a good gouge in the hand with the claw and whatnot. But I was I said, he's a full-blooded something. I can't remember what it was. And then somebody told me, and that's what it was. And now I've forgotten it again.
Oh.
Maybe it'll come to me.
We also have Christy that joined us. How are you today, Christy? And what are you working on? Let's see. Julia's working on a Tunisian blanket. Wendy's working on a shawl. Anita's working on the Lost Soul shawl.
I want to do one of those one of these days.
Brenda's
not a Persian, not a rag doll. Sorry.
Pat is working on the kaleidoscope squares. Rosemary's working on a scarf. Oh, we also have Chandler that joined us and Sandra. How are y'all? And what are y'all working on? Yes, it is hot. And we're not even in summer yet.
No, and it feels like the dog days of August. What?
It's like
I've been praying that the Lord will calm this weather down a little bit. I mean, these triple digits, or even the high doubles. Whew, and the humidity.
It's 87 here, but it's going to get hotter, and then we have the humidity and.
Kitty.
Oh, hey, kitty.
Look, kitty.
Come show your pretty face.
Kitty. Look.
She may have Maine Coon in her.
No, that's not what it is. It's and it's a him, Nikolai. I might have said her. Nikolai, what are you? Oh, somebody said it. Somebody guessed before, but I couldn't. He's got green eyes. I thought he had blue eyes. He's got green.
Aww.
He's huge and fluffy.
Oh, Sophie would be in love with you if she saw you.
Solid white. Who's that?
My cat Sophie, the calico one.
Oh, yeah. He's a handsome boy. He gets into stuff, though. He's mischievous. He knocked over a cup of water I had sitting on the table. I was in the bathroom and I hear it. Thank goodness it wasn't. It only had about that much water in it. It was like a solo cup. So
Sophie loves to knock stuff over.
just bam and the splat, and I'm like, oh no! Glad it was just water and just a little bit. I'm so glad he appeared. Yay!
Yeah, my cat's favorite pastime: knocking stuff over, boxes.
I wish I could remember the breed. I cannot think of it. It was it wasn't Russia, but it was seemed like a place and then another name. I don't know.
Let's see. We have Brenda with Bears Crochet Critters here, and Wynette and Morshali. How are y'all? And Stephanie. How are y'all doing? And what are y'all working on?
I shared you out on my. I should have thought of it earlier, but I did about I don't know, 10 something. I put it on my community tab. I said, "Oh Lord, we got to let the squirrels know."
Awesome! Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, I would have mentioned it yesterday, but I forgot.
Sandra says she's making more lap gowns for the nursing home, and it's
so sweet.
It's 103 there. Yeah.
Wow.
And Christy says, I had one cat, white short hair. She was a camera hound. She would actually pose and sit real still so I could take pictures. Aww.
Nice. Here's Joanne, darling.
Yeah, see, Joanne. Yeah. Hi, Joanne, darling. And I think it's Erica becoming me. I believe her name's
Trish.
Erica.
Trish.
Yeah, Trish.
Trish.
I'm getting her confused with someone else. Sorry.
She did an unboxing. She won one of my, I just have little, usually it's just one little, like something from Hobby Lobby when they have the Yarnology stuff on sale and they have the yarn on sale, the 50% off, like, a hook or something. I made her a nice little box.
Ooh,
so she recorded that. Ooh, cool, Christy. She just finished her third poncho from Ursula, O.M. Grady Square.
And we also have Linda here. How are all of y'all doing that just joined us? And what are y'all working on? And let's see. Morshali says she's drinking water and she has the Wild and Free top by Ivy and Jen.
That thing has gone viral, at least in our groups. I got just a few little things. I'm getting into do-rags, chemo do-rags.
Ooh.
If this pattern works out, I'll show you. They didn't make a good picture for the... In my cup is wild berry zinger. It's what I've been drinking lately. But this book is great. Kelly's Crochet Adventures told us about it, and she even gave several copies away, and she had this author on one of her...
I recognize that name. I think I've seen patterns by her.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I wonder if she did these maybe she did these patterns because it doesn't have another name, so I guess so. But it's to knit, and you pray while you make whatever, and then you donate it is the share part. But I love it. But okay, so here's the chemo do-rag pattern, and it's very, very simple. I mean, it's that much. That's how easy it is. So it's just a repeat, but it has scripture and it has a prayer to go with each project. But that's the picture they put in here. You can't tell diddly squat from that. Somebody was up because I've been talking about it. It takes me. I'm so slow. So slow.
We also have Karen and Donna that joined us. How are y'all doing, and what are y'all working on? So, are y'all ready to see my gnome design.
Of course.
I'm curious about something after I show it. Let me turn my green screen off. Hold up a second. Let me get this off. Okay.
Oh, how cute is that? Is that Madonna's?
No.
Oh, no. Anita's making, that's the one that you just created, right?
Yeah, this is my gnome design.
That is amazing. Madonna said she was getting a bear, Ballard bear, and then she had an alien picture, and I said, "Your bear is an alien." But anyway, that is so cute.
So who figured it had to have something to do with aliens? I'm curious.
Duh, Connie. No, it's not. He's not any kind of coon. Not a mountain coon, Maine coon. Lordy, that gets on your last nerve when you can't think of something.
But I was like, whenever I've looked at the gnome patterns that I've seen online and all, I have never seen one with graph work before.
I don't think I have either.
So I was like, let me put an alien graph on one.
There you go.
And notice I have some green in its hair.
I love it.
Like it has green streaks in it.
Love the green and the pink and the black. It's so cool. Madonna would have a fit over that.
I'm going to have to figure out a name for her, though.
Hey, maybe we could come up with some choices and you could do a poll on your community tab or something.
Yeah, I may do something like that. I thought about
some kind of spacey name.
I even thought about Connie the Alien or Connie Loves Alien.
It would be okay too.
Let's see. We have Katrina that joined us. And also
Brenda Bear said she noticed the green in the braids.
There was someone else that joined us that I'm overlooking. Oh, Erica. That's Erica. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I got Trish confused and called her Erica. It's time for yarn. That's Erica.
Oh, okay.
How are y'all doing? And what are y'all working on?
I love to hear Connie say on. I say on and you go on. You know what? The first, and you're from Louisiana originally, right?
Yep.
I thought people native to, and this is stupid, this is like a stereotype, I guess. I thought native, what do y'all call yourself? Louisianians? I thought they would y'all talk Cajun, but no. But then in the hospital, when I was there at the birth of my first grandbaby, my daughter, lived in New Orleans, Lynn's, and her little family for 10 years. And then they moved out to, now I'm going to forget the name of that little town, whatever, Metairie. But, yeah, the people in the hospital, and I said, you sound like you're from New York. Like it sounds almost like a Bronx accent to me, but it's Louisiana natives. Sorry, just had to. I'm always loving to hear. I said, "Oh, let's look at Connie and hear her say on. What are you working on?"
But like my accent might be a little off too, because I had a lot of speech problems as a kid.
No, it's not like that. It's like a northern, like a Bronx accent.
And like my dad is from Arkansas, so I may have kind of gotten some Arkansas accent in there too. I don't know.
I love it. I love it. I'm not poking fun. I love it. Hey, Cindy with an S, Lulu.
Hi, Cindy. How are you today? And what are you working on? Donna, over the last couple of days, like YouTube has been taking away from me because I've lost like about eight. My count has gone down 8.
Oh, mine keeps. I can't get to. I'm 5,000 something and almost 60, but it keeps going 59, 58, 56, 53, 59. It won't get up to 60 or
because mine seems to stabilize, and then I don't know what's going on, but I mean, there's times that it does that,
Yeah, and it'll unsubscribe regulars from you. Some people told me, and I'm even like members of their channel, but I didn't see that I was on my end. I wasn't unsubscribed.
Yeah, because Donna said she was subscribed to me, and she realized that something happened where YouTube unsubscribed her.
I don't know why they
All I can really say is just,
you need to check every once in a while.
Yeah, and because it happened to me one time. I went with Gina with Knitting Turnpike. All of a sudden, I subscribed to her channel, and it's like
it was like 4 people. It was Sandrine, Sanita, Steals the Show Crochet and Chefs, and Jeannie. And I think those that have channel membership, I think I'm members of all of them. But when I checked on my end, I was subscribed. And, they're all buddy, pretty close, pretty tight. And I said, that would make y'all feel some kind of way towards that I would do that. And I promise you I did.
I know. And that was the thing. I had watched one of Gina's videos within the last week. And it was like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's regular folks, not folks that just join. Quilty Linda said YT is just rude. It is. Yes, let's just say that.
Can one of my moderators drop Julie Chaffee-Mazza's link if y'all haven't done so already?
Go ahead.
She's trying to get her community tab. And also, please keep her in y'all prayers. She is really, really sick.
She's fighting a battle. She's going to win it. I have faith way yonder more than a mustard seed. I was just, before you emailed me, she went live after me the other day, but I didn't catch it so I didn't have time to tell people to go over there, but I did share it out on my community tab, but I told folks, I think it was Monday, to go back and watch, because she talks about what all was going on with her and exactly everything. So for those of you who want to know that she's going to fight, she's got a great attitude, and we're going to cover her in prayer.
And miracles do happen. So
amen. Amen, girl. High five.
And Zach's back. How are you today, Zach? And let's see. Trying to skim the chat.
Hey, Nana Donna, how's Cupcake? Cupcake's her little doggy.
Everyone thinks my gnome is cute. Aw, thank y'all.
Somebody said Elaine, Brenda, Elaine the alien. Look how she spelled Elaine.
Oh, I gotta show y'all what I'm working on now. Hold a minute. Let me pull that up real quick for y'all. This is what I've been crocheting since I finished my gnome.
Okay.
And tell me if this isn't too cute.
Oh my gosh.
Let me pull the picture up.
Yeah, there you go.
Isn't that cute?
Aliens love underpants.
I didn't notice that part.
How cute. So that is a pattern from somebody
else? I found it on Ravelry.
Okay, that is way cute. Look at those antennas.
And it was funny. I showed the pattern to Cindy with Pups and Crochet, and she's making one too. She'll probably get hers finished before me.
Hey, that's all right. I'm slow. Like I've been talking. I've got 2 do-rags. I got this thing about red, white, and blue. Well, you know, 'tis the season for patriotic colors. But this made me so aggravated. And the thing is, my house is, you know, like a yarn store that threw up. And I don't know where, since even before the kids, the great cleanup of Thanksgiving last year when they got me squared away pretty much. Oh my gosh. Now I have trashed the yarn room again pretty much. But anyway, this is Craft Fair Premier.
Ooh.
Craft Fair cotton, and it feels so good.
I like the color.
Size 2. And the do-rag is just a triangle. It's just a triangular piece. And then you just tie it like this, and then it goes down. You know,
I like those like the do-rags,
that's what it's called.
And chemo like
do-rag. So, but it's just kind of wide, and then it, you know, you just decrease it so it makes a triangle, big triangle. And that's what I'm doing with. But if I run out of this yarn, then what? I've got some red, white, and blue solid. Oh, Lord, what's my hair doing
there? Yeah, that might be an idea.
But I'm also using Lily's Sugar and Cream, but, you know, it's kitchen cotton. But I'm going to, you know, soften it up as best I can with hair conditioner. But they're both kind of at the same space, and I feel like I've been knitting on these, and it's just like, are y'all ever going to get done?
Oh, speaking of knitting, I finished the Haruni shawl yesterday.
The which shawl?
The Haruni shawl. I still need to block it. Like, I'll pull it up real quick.
Yeah, I don't know if I've heard of that one.
Let me pull it up real quick. So, if
pull it up,
those that haven't seen it, let's find it.
Oh, and I'm doing them. I got these were on clearance at the Sugar and Cream. Oh, that's pretty.
It's
wow.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh, and the cast off was different on this shawl because you're doing like a chain, crochet chain cast off type thing.
Aren't you? Where are you casting off on the roughly sides?
Where you see all the little triangles at the end of the flower.
Oh, wow.
Cast off.
Wow.
And you're chaining 8. Then you knit 4. No, it was knit 3 together, I think. Then that leaves you with 2 stitches on your needle. Then you bind off 1.
Wow.
Basically take the lower yarn.
I bet that takes a little while, huh?
Yeah, it was a time-consuming cast-off. But it's finished. I still need to block it.
It looks sort of small. Is it more like a shawlette?
Yeah, it's not a real big.
Yeah.
Let me show some other pictures.
What color is yours?
Mine is kind of like a mauvish, sparkly.
What yarn did you use and weight?
It's Nanko. I actually used a light number 2.
Mm-hmm. I like a sport weight.
I think the color is called romantic.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, there's.
Ooh, that's pretty. For the purple lovers. But Madonna and Denny would be all over that green.
There's so many different colors you can do it. But I'll be showing that. Hopefully I do my Knitting Friday video this week. I've been kind of behind with my videos. If I don't show it this week, I'll show it next week.
Shoot. I don't do so many lives. I never do videos except for my readings, but I need to. Hey, Katrina, daughter.
I don't know if I'll have it blocked yet because I think I'm going to have to get some blocking supplies because I'm going to need a lot of pins for that one.
I have never blocked anything in my life, but yeah, I could see where you'd need to with that.
And I want to show y'all the shawl that I'm starting on. I just started it last night. I'm not very for at all on it.
Show away, girl. Show away.
I'm using the Momenti yarn on it.
Mementi?
It's the color is the sweet pea one. But isn't this
that's
beautiful?
Pretty. Climbing Ivy. That's pretty. Lovely, lovely.
And I do have the link for this pattern in the description box of today's live. Because I had put it with the patterns I was going to share for today.
Is it a free one?
Yeah, that's a free pattern.
Wow. I wouldn't do all that work for free.
Let's see. I'm behind greeting some people in the chat. We have
You're just saying gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
We have Cindy, Zara.
Oh, Brenda said she's seen folks use yoga mats for blocking knits, but she hasn't tried it. I don't see why it wouldn't work.
We have Roberta that joined us. And see, Rosemary has to go. Have a good day, Rosemary.
Yeah.
Daphne has joined us. Chris.
You do.
Carol. And if I've missed greeting anyone, I do apologize.
Not Magic. Is that? Do you know their name?
That's Roberta.
Roberta. Okay.
Yeah, she changed
I should know that. I'm sure.
She used to be just Roberta, and
it's okay.
And now she changed it. And when she did it the first time, I didn't realize it was her.
Yeah, well, you don't unless they tell you.
Even though she said her name was Roberta, I'm thinking at the time, oh, another Roberta.
Yeah.
But I think that's everybody. How are all of y'all doing, and what are y'all working on? Okay, and Roberta, I don't know if you had seen my gnome. Let me show it again real quick. Let me take my green screen off.
Solo yourself if you didn't.
Let's see.
Yeah, Quilty, a lot of Q-Linda. I've heard a lot of people using kids' play mats that connect. Yeah.
I'm soloing myself. There it is, Roberta. Alien power. Okay, oops. Okay, were you talking because I didn't hear it?
I was just reading what Q-Linda said. She uses kids' play mats for blocking mats.
I think YouTube had muted you, which is odd because it didn't show your microphone muted.
Really? Strange. YouTube's getting on my last nerves. You like me.
Oh, Pat has to go too. Have a good day, Pat. Yeah, I am behind on everything in the chat.
That's the way it goes. When you stop to show stuff, you chatting with somebody. That's why I can't do StreamYard. I just can't. I hate it because there's so much I needed to learn. You know, y'all can do the little music things and do drawings and have the giveaway thing, pick your winner for you and all that stuff. I need a class. I need a class on that.
Because like you know, we're talking and then you're trying to read the comments in the chat too. And like sometimes you can't, get to it all.
Right.
Oh, I hope you have a good day, Roberta.
Bye, Roberta.
Okay. Let's get into some questions. If I can find. Oh, I forgot to tell my jokes at the start of the live. I have a couple of jokes for y'all. What happens when a snowman throws a tantrum? He has a meltdown.
Oh, that's like a dad joke.
And my next joke I have for y'all is, why was the broom late to class? It overswept.
Nah, that's cute. Love it, love it, love it.
Okay, so GrannyDee, I want to say it's South Carolina you're from. Am I right?
North
Or am
Carolina.
I? Huh?
Sandra's from South Carolina. I'm from North Carolina.
Yeah, okay, North Carolina. I was close.
I love South Carolina too, though. I call them my neighbors.
So
Christy's. Has Christy been here? Yarn Bar?
Yeah, Christy's been here.
Okay.
And we also have Mama G that just joined us.
Hey, Mama G.
How are you, Mama G? And what are you working on?
You're so neat.
So, what are some of your non-yarny hobbies, GrannyDee?
No, reading. I read to my squirrel, so I guess that's the reading. Right now, we're reading Charles Dickens' The Old Curiosity Shop. Strange.
And those in the chat are those that will be watching the replay. If y'all want to share what y'all non-yarny hobbies are, that would be awesome. For me, I love cooking.
I used to, but since my feet have been, my legs and feet, I have to keep them up a lot. I just can't, I'm able. But yeah, I used to love to cook.
I love Lifetime movies.
Chick flicks. Tearjerkers. Yeah, Sandra.
And like I do well, I haven't done it like lately, but I have done like non-yarny crafts, like other crafts like cross stitching, diamond.
Yes, I love cross stitching. That's what I used to do all the time, and I've been kind of wanting to get back into it. And I even got a punch needle because I thought that looked like it would be cool, and got the stuff for it. But I can't get started with it. It just comes right out. So I'm gonna have to watch some videos. Sandra said my hobby was shopping, but it's yarn shopping.
Yeah, shopping, yard sales, thrift stores. Oh, Nana Michelle's here. How are you? And what are you working on?
At work.
I also used to make wreaths a lot, but I haven't done that lately. Let's see.
Yeah, I've got several cross stitch projects waiting on me, and I got yarn to dye. I want to dye some. I love dyeing yarn. I've just done it a little bit, but it's so much fun.
That's something that one day I would love to get into.
Girl, wool, if you just get wool, I guess superwash works too, but it takes Kool-Aid.
I've heard that.
And I mean, every bit of it absorbs. You have zero, or when I did it, Nick Crate sent us a kit one time, and Lord, the belly aching that went on about that, but I thought it was cool. And they sent us Kool-Aid, and I was like, God, that's going to do nothing. Because I had done a little bit before and used RIT dye. But if it's acrylic or cotton, something like that, RIT dye more is what you need to use. But for wool, Kool-Aid is cheap and it looks great.
Now, one thing I've always wondered is, like, when you dye yarn, how do you keep like the colors from like overlapping each other on the yarn?
I think some people like hand paint it on and leave a little space of white between, and it's naturally gonna spread a little bit. But that's the way some folks do it, I think. I've done a little bit of that. Just take a sponge on a handle and dip it in the dye, and just, you have your yarn laid out like on plastic wrap or whatever on your table. I've got a video or two of me doing some of that, and I heated it up. Instead of using the stove, I just heated it up in the microwave to set the color.
Interesting. Let's see, we have Melanie and Carrot Boo that joined us. How are y'all doing today, and what are y'all working on? And what's your first name, Carrot Boo? I think that's cute, Carrot Boo.
I used to say hugs, Carrot Boo.
Oh, Carrot.
And I knew her name, but
I was saying it wrong. I was saying Carrot Boo, like a carrot.
Carrot Boo's right.
Okay. Let's see. Mindy, she likes her plants. I don't have a green thumb, but I do love plants, though. I just wish I could.
I love plants too, but yeah, I forget about them and don't water.
Anita says gardening, hiking, camping, fishing, cooking, and wood burning.
I'd love to be able to have a deck if I just had a few, just do some container crops, like they call them. Just plant a couple mater plants and whatever you can plant in containers. First name is Nancy, she said.
I was just about to say that. And we also have Laura that just joined us. Hi, Laura. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? Brenda says collecting and identifying mushrooms and lichens, ham radio, fixing broken things. And I forgot to read Christy's comment. Sorry, Christy. She likes working with polymer clay, but her craft table is a mess, and I have no room to do my polymer.
I'm the same way. I need to take time to do that because I've been wanting to dye my yarn, but I leave my Addy King set up and my little Addy Pro. Everything's set up, and it's all over the table.
Yeah, our crafts take over our houses.
They do. They sure do.
Mindy says she cooks for a friend who's legally blind once a week. It's a great stress relief. Oh, that's so sweet.
What a great kindness that is. But yeah, these were on sale for the, what do they call this? Sugar and cream scrub off. So my dog, I'm going to try to get, shoot, who am I kidding? I won't get a washcloth done while I'm here. I'm trying to work on these other things. But I found this pattern too. This is a Noro Easy Peasy Poncho. Look how easy that would be.
That's pretty. It's
just garter stitch worked all in one piece, and you just, do the bind off for the neck hole.
Pretty.
So, and then Ola Joe and I are doing a cow. If y'all haven't heard.
Ooh, nice.
On Ola Joe's channel, I did one like this with Crochet Creations by Christy. We did the toddler version. It's like that little mandala vest. I was telling you I had that finished and forgot to bring it in Bod's felt bag. But this is the adult version. So I know Triple C's been doing it on her craft hour. A lot of people are doing it. It's so easy. Easy.
That's
called Pocket Full of Posies Vest by the Lavender Chair. And it is a paid pattern, but it's not much. And I think it's worth it.
And let's see, we have Michelle that joined us with Michelle Crochets in Kansas. How are you today, Michelle? And what are you working on? And Wendy has to go, so have a good day, Wendy.
Oh, this is the yarn I'm going to use on that vest.
Nice. Pretty.
We were supposed to use a novelty yarn, and this is that slubby kind of yarn. Okay, I'm going to shut up so you can talk to some more people.
Okay, let me try to put myself down so you can Let me see.
Oh, you want me to show those? For this pattern, for this one, the Easy Peasy Poncho, and I can't remember if this was a paid one or not, but it's just front and back. That's it. It takes up about that much space too, so it really truly is easy peasy. But that's the one I'm using this yarn for. Chelsea hand dyed is out of New Jersey, Red Bank, New Jersey. She used to have a show called the Chelsea Purls. Used to love to watch her, and I forget the gal's name that used to come on with her, but she was a teacher, so I have the other one balled up and working on it. That's it. That's all. Uh-oh.
Oops.
Connie fell out the window.
I'm not good at like
the aliens
people.
beam you up.
I'm not good at like removing people and putting them back in.
That's all right. Hey, Niecy.
Hi, Niecy. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? I saw that Michelle saying she's having a hard time with the crab stitch where it's only in the front, I guess the front loop. I've never done it.
I have a hard time getting started because it's reverse. If I could ever get started, then I think I could do it.
Yeah, it's a little awkward, the start of it.
Because it's just single crochet, right? But you go
the opposite
direction. Mm-hmm.
Now, I've never done it in one loop only, but the concept should, it should still all be the same though.
Right.
But it is a little off. I find the crab stitches kind of awkward. Like I don't go fast doing the crab stitch. It slows me down big time.
Uh-huh. Oh, Carol said she's doing the vest, the pocket full of posy. She says she's gonna have to frog her. She made it way too big. What hook did you use, Carol? What size do you usually wear too? Because that's what I was wondering about. I've barely gotten started with mine. And I'm the one co-hosting the thing. But I didn't know all the Joe. I'm totally cool with her doing that. I love Sis all the Joe.
Yeah. Yeah, the crab stitch is awkward. I'm about to sneeze, sorry. Okay, it passed, I think, hopefully. It's like, and I really don't know how to completely explain it.
Guess you just have to keep trying until you get it. Keep watching video tutorials.
But it basically is in reverse, and I don't know. I'm not very quick at doing it.
It takes your mind a while to,
I kind of find you kind of gotta force that. Like I find I kind of have to force the stitch where it's not like that natural moving.
Mm-hmm. Going right instead of left.
But I do want to show y'all something. This is a pattern that I found, and this isn't a free pattern, but it is gorgeous. And this is one that I'm thinking about purchase. I'm probably gonna purchase a pattern coming up, and I want to make this. Watch, you'll see. This is gorgeous.
Okay, Carol, thanks for that info.
Let's find it. Look how gorgeous this is. Pretty.
Wow.
And I'm thinking about
that does look like the peacock eye or whatever in the feathers, doesn't it?
I have been thinking about getting some of the yarn yarn in the color peacock.
Mm-hmm.
But then I also wonder it might be better to have just like a solid color too.
Yeah, I think it would be better in a solid. Oh, she's got 2 colors, right? My eyes are terrible.
Just the green, the peacock green.
And the white.
But I find it also depends on how the color changes happen too.
Right, though, that looks pretty cool using 2 colors.
But I think this shawl is so gorgeous.
It is.
And it's like, granted though, I know I'm going to be having to use lots of lifelines.
Well, hey, knowing how to do that and using them and just stuff like stitch markers and stuff can really help.
But it's like with lace work, it's so easy to make mistakes.
I know that stuff that you and Gina and Linda Simpson do. Woo. I admire it, but I'm just like, nah, just give me a little garter stitch. I'll throw a little purl in here or there and a little yarn over. That's about as fancy as I get. Carol said she used an 8mm hook on that, and she usually wears a 3X. We're talking about that vest, pocket full of posies, but she said it was way too big. But she said it's a fun knit, so she doesn't mind frogging and redoing. It is. It goes quick. I know the toddler one did. Like I say, I've just barely gotten started on this new one. I mean, the other one. Yep, there is, Sandra. Yeah, there is a YT tutorial for the little one, which is basically, I think, pretty much the same thing. It's just bigger, the adult one, obviously.
So, GrannyDee, what is your favorite thing to crochet or knit?
Shawls or wraps.
Me too.
I thought yours might be hats. You do a lot of hats.
It's a close second. Hats are a very, very close second. Like, I find I like the creativity with hats because I love like the fun hats, holiday hats. But
that you can get them done fairly quickly.
Yeah, they're quick make. But when it comes to shawls, I think they're beautiful.
I love wearing them. And I love giving them away. I started a prayer shawl group at our church years ago. I don't even know after COVID because I hadn't been to church because, we had 20 cases at our church just recently. So it's not gone.
I've been avoiding.
My brother had it too. And I was like, oh, Lord, when he told me that, I went into help mode. I got on my community tab and said, help, squirrels, help me pray. They did, and he just had like head cold symptoms. He didn't even have the chest cough and stuff. Thank you, Jesus.
All I know is I do not want to get that again.
Oh, you've had it, huh? That's right.
And what's funny is I avoid people as much as I can. And like,
did Frank have it too?
Yeah, that's how I caught it.
Oh, he shared. Thanks, Biscuit.
Yeah, he got really sick though. He ended up in the hospital with his.
Yeah.
Roberta wants to know why wraps and what do you do with all of them? They're beautiful, Roberta, and you accessorize them. They're really handy whenever
if you go to the movie, I mean, even in the summertime, you go to the movies or a restaurant, they got the AC on full blast. You can just take a nice little shawl and, it folds up and maybe goes in your purse if your purse is big enough, and it'll keep you warm. I've been so cold before I put like napkins on my arms and stuff.
And that's exactly why I love them because, it's convenient than having to carry a jacket. And usually jackets and stuff tend to be like where
cumbersome more so than a shawl or a wrap.
Yeah, and especially like if it's not like you're chilly, but a jacket would make you too hot.
Right. And they're lovely to give as gifts, and like the prayer shawls. I mean, you just wrap up in a prayer or a hug.
They make
you feel
gifts.
The comfort.
Let's see, we have Stephanie here. Hi, Stephanie. How are you today? And what are you currently working on?
Life in Stitches. Yeah.
Okay. So, GrannyDee, what is your favorite type or color of yarn?
Favorite what?
Type or color of yarn.
I love roving yarns. Unforgettable is one of my favorite acrylic ones. They've got the prettiest colors. And I love in Unforgettable, the sunrise colorway is the prettiest, I think, to me in that. But they've got a lot of pretty ones. But I love a fall palette. I love autumnal colors.
Especially like the hand dye yarns with the fall palettes.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
wee, girl. Ooh, wee. Stephanie's working on a long shawl at the moment. Yarn Barf is Christy.
Let's see. Nancy wants to know, what shawl pattern would you recommend? My mom wants one. Now, first, have you done shawls before? How experienced are you when it comes to
knit or crochet? Which are we talking?
And are you looking at crochet or knit? Because like for knitting, like one that I love is I love a lot of Morley birds for knitting. Crochet, Bagaudet has a lot of beautiful shawls.
Yes, she does. And I love her tutorials. Like, I feel like I'm still a beginner with crochet, and really I do with knit too, even though I've been doing it forever. But I just have not been adventurous. But it's okay. I'm happy doing what I do. It's kind of the zen of, the rhythm, just doing it, just having something to do with my hands.
And sometimes it's nice to be able to just sit back and not have to focus on the pattern.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't like to have to follow not one that's got a million different things going on in each row, like those
the lace work,
real intricate lace things. But some people love that. That's what keeps them interested in it.
And you really do. You have to be so careful. Let's see. Nancy saying, I've never made one at crochet. I definitely was thinking a bod pattern, but she has so many, it's hard to choose. There was one that she did a while back that was like a 2-row repeat.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of the name of
it.
I
like for ponchos too. Ponchos are nice because you don't have to get a shawl pin or whatever. Just slip it. Nana Michelle made me gorgeous. Hey, I got it. I'm going to go get it right quick.
Okay.
That's okay. I thought I had brought a shirt that I would match. And of course, you can't see what I'm wearing, so I'll slip it on maybe. Oh, mercy.
It may have been the asymmetrical shawl that I'm thinking of. Yeah, Fiber Spider has nice shawls too. And like my first shawl that I crocheted, I did Tiffany Hanson's, and I think it has like beginner shawl in the title. But Tiffany Hanson is another one that has some nice shawl patterns. Let's see. Yeah, and Fiber Spider also, he's good, really good at explaining. Hi Diane, how are you today? And Jennifer, how are you? How are y'all and what are y'all working on? Yeah, that's a beautiful shawl, Diane. The Granny Meets Forest. That's one that I want to make. Yeah, you see that one's sounding familiar, Christy. That may be the one I'm thinking of. The High Expectations shawl. It makes its own edging as you crochet in a 2-row repeat. Yeah, and except I had made that one a while back. If it's the same one I'm thinking, yeah, that one's an easy one. And GrannyDee's back.
What I do? I touched the computer and screwing things up. Here it is.
Ooh, that's pretty.
And it has beads. I'd have to get way back because it's very long, which I love. And you could turn it around and wear it, square, like a square in the front and back.
So that's one thing I want to start doing eventually is beadwork. I've never done beads yet.
This has lots and lots of beads. And in the bottom row, it's got a bead in every stitch.
Sparkly. Me love the sparkles.
Yeah, and this yarn is some of the Hobie Universe yarn.
Ooh, the Universe yarn is beautiful. And it was just on sale. And if it would have stayed on sale for like a couple of more weeks, I would have gotten some.
Ain't that always the way it is when the sales come? We're broke. Like, even the Hobby Lobby sale, I had money, but I was trying to save up money for the yarn shop at, we're going on vacation, Gatlinburg, and I go to that Smoky Mountain Spinnery. It is so nice. That is a big, well, it's not huge, but they've got a lot of stuff. And like tools and, like sets of knitting needles and sets of crochet hooks and a whole wall of shawl pins, buttons, bougie yarns, all the yarns.
Yarn is addicting. We have Linda with Little Wendy's Daydreaming here. How are you doing today and what are you working on? I'm going to go ahead and share the other patterns that I was wanting to share with y'all before I forget to do that. These are
quick. I'm going to show you this. This is one of the Darn Good yarn bags that I get. And normally, and they're always different because they're just made out of, it's like patchwork.
But
it's got a great, normally they sell for like anywhere from $45 to $50. But if you're a member, which means $10 a month, you get great deals. So $15.
Awesome.
Sorry about that. I had to sneak it in.
I'm going to go ahead and share some free knit patterns that I found on Ravelry. And these are all shawl patterns and they're lace work. For those that knit lace, or y'all can just admire their beauty if you don't.
I'll be admiring the beauty.
The first one is called Monica's Shawl by Mealy Vent.
Oh, wow. That looks to me like something you'd wear at your wedding.
Yeah, especially if you do it in white. And here it is in orange.
Stephanie, that would be great. I would love to meet up with you at the Smoky Mountain Spinnery.
Here it is in another color. But I think this one's beautiful.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And these are all free patterns, and I have their links in the description box.
I can't believe people do such intricate work and then give it away, but how nice. Give it away now.
This one is Vernal Equinox Shawl Surprise by Lenka Comero. And look at how beautiful.
That is gorgeous. Who'd you say not magic? Roberta. Roberta
Yeah.
is not on the main drag. It was there for 20 odd years before I knew it was there. It's where that winery square is. It's back in there. Sorry, Connie. I've heard of people talk about that vernal equinox.
See, I wish we would have some like nice yarn stores. Really, I would just settle for like a Hobby Lobby, Michael's, one of those type of stores.
You don't have?
No.
Golly.
My has nothing.
And you know, like I said, my daughter lived in New Orleans 10 years. I never knew the quarter stitch was there, right there in the French Quarter. Never knew it. And we looked them up. My daughter didn't know about it. I guess she was so busy in school and work and stuff. But we went to, it was like a fabric shop and yarn all in one on Magazine Street. But the quarter stitch is right there in the French Quarter. Never knew it was there for 10 years. But yeah, we've been going to Gatlinburg since I was a teenager. And one of my buddies on YouTube told me about it a few years ago.
Awesome.
So I said, where's this hidden gem been? But yeah, it's not in the village or on the main drag or anything. But it's just a hop, skip, and a jump from there.
Now the next shawl I have is an Alien Leon shawl by Elizabeth Freeman.
Huh.
And this is the best picture they show of it. I wish they had it up close better.
Can you blow it up? Can you bring it up closer?
Oops. That may work. I think
there you go.
Yeah. But this one's real beautiful.
It is.
And I have one more pattern I'm going to share. It's called the Freya shawl.
I've heard of that too.
It's by Renee Hakler. I can never pronounce these names.
Oh, wow.
Here's a better picture.
And Stephanie said she used to work on Magazine Street. Yes. That's a cool street. They got lots of cool shops. What was the name of that? Funky Monkey or some shop? It was on there. We always had to go to that store. It was kind of a consignment shop, but they had all kinds of stuff.
See, I'm not as familiar with what all New Orleans has. I mean, I've gone to New Orleans, but usually...
How far is it away from where you live? A couple hours?
It's, I think, about 3 hours.
Really?
Like when I lived in Houma, it was about an hour away, 45 minutes to an hour.
And that's your hometown?
Yeah, I'm originally from Houma. Let's see, we have Regina that joined us. How are you today? And what are you currently working on? Stephanie saying that she had sold a shawl on Etsy. I got photos from her and she had bought it for her wedding day to wear with her dress. I cried. It was awesome to be part of something so special. Oh, that is amazing. And some like those wedding shawls, those are gorgeous. You know, you could put like beads and stuff and
sequins or whatever.
Beautiful. Okay.
Stephanie said she worked there until Katrina hit. She misses all the shops. Yeah. I miss visiting New Orleans when, like I say, my daughter lived there for 10 years. But since I taught the main time, I did go to 2 Mardi Gras. But the rest of the time I had to go in the summer because that's when I was off work. gosh, knows it's hot and humid.
With New Orleans, I really didn't. You would think that I would have been. I've gone more than what I have.
But that's how it is a lot of times. If you're right close by or 3 hours away, you don't go. Like I've been to England twice. I've been to Scotland once. I haven't visited lots of places in my own state or in the U.S.
Because like growing up, my dad did not like going to New Orleans, and so it was like rare growing up. Then
I bet folks who graduated high school would go there after graduate, maybe. Our thing was to go to Myrtle Beach, which is in South Carolina.
I hated driving in New Orleans.
I didn't mind it, but I was just there for about a week at a time.
And one time, like I think it was my first time driving to New Orleans, where how you got to merge into the traffic and all, and
there's a lot of tricky places. Yeah.
And I was scared to go to force myself over. And I made like one of the biggest mistakes possible, and I came to a complete stop.
Somebody ran into the back of you?
No.
Thank God.
Normally, if you can't go, you come to a stop. But like in New Orleans, that's like one of the biggest no-nos.
Yeah, you just get out there. You got to be aggressive. My son-in-law used to scare the poo out of me, but and the roads are terrible. Talk about your potholes and stuff. Oh my God.
Louisiana roads. So
and then the quarters are really awful.
So then I had to use like the shoulder and try to develop enough speed to be able to get myself to finally merge in. And that was hard. I mean, I finally was able to do it.
But your tiny hole is drawled up and your heart's beating in your throat.
But
the west bank of NOLA is awful to drive, Steph said. Oh, you grew up in Myrtle Beach. Gavin just spent the week there with your parents. He's coming home today. Yay.
And
Hugs, Mimi.
Hi, Mimi. How are you today? And what are you working on? Let's see. My next question I have is, and this is for everybody. Have y'all ever made a temperature blanket before?
Knowing me, I would never finish it.
Now, is that something that y'all, if y'all haven't, is that something y'all want to do in the future? GrannyDee's like, no.
Not unless, there's lots of different ways you can do it. You could do an average high or low for the whole month, I think, and just this hair is crazy.
And for those of y'all that have made one, or y'all might be working on y'all first one, what type did you do? Like what stitches, crochet, knit? I have I've completed 2 temperature blankets. My first one was a knitted one, where I took the average temperature of the day. And I did like the edges.
So did you do 1 row a day?
Yeah, one row a day. The edging is in garter stitch on that one, and like the main part is stockinette stitch.
I do love stockinette too.
And then last year I did a crochet one in granny stitch, and because granny stitch is a big stitch, I knew I couldn't really do a row a day. So someone had given me the idea to do like 3 rows for a week, which that's how I did mine. But there's really not like a lot of like color changes on it, like a typical temperature blanket. You got like big chunks of a color. And this year I'm doing my knitted one in the chevron stitch in shades of pink.
It's cool. And I think it was JoJo. What's Joe's name? Anyway, I think she did a snake, a temperature snake.
Interesting.
Striped. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's so much you can do with temperature blankets. And you know what's funny? My last Knitting Friday video, I forgot to show my temperature blanket progress. I totally forgot about the blanket.
You got a lot on you. Got a lot to remember.
Let's see. Yeah, lately I have not.
Right, Brenda.
I have been behind on my videos. Like I'm gonna try to do my Knitting Friday video this week. If not, then I'll just like do my videos next week. And I'm behind. I still need to do the finished objects video, which I'm hoping I get that done this weekend. If not, then it'll be next week. I'm sorry that like I'm not like getting my videos out like on time and like I normally do.
Girl, probably nobody worries about that but you.
Probably. But I always feel guilty.
We stress ourselves out. Yeah.
But like this week, I just kind of felt like I needed kind of more of a break. So, and I have thought about like just, doing my Saturday live and just waiting till next week to do my videos.
Mm-hmm.
I have thought about doing that. So, let's see.
Yep. Make it easier on yourself.
And especially since I'm already behind on my videos, it might be easier just especially my Crochet Tuesday and Knitting Friday, because I'll still, I'll be showing everything next week again to, whatever I'm working on. So, yeah. But let's see, Donna says, no, it's not my cup of tea to make a temperature blanket. Brenda says, I have not. I know I would not keep up, but I really like seeing the ones other folks made. Nancy says she's like GrannyDee, should never finish.
Like so many of them. It's not that I don't want to on some of them. It's just I have ADD, something fierce, and I'm not medicated for it. I used to be when I taught, but because of my depression meds, the doc says they won't work together. I've been to the point where, hey, let's forget the depression meds. I need something for this jumbled up brain of mine.
You have to discipline yourself. Like yesterday, I forgot to do my rosa. I got to play catch up today on it. And, you can't let yourself get too far behind.
Yeah.
Because it catches up to you.
Stephanie said, new yarn will come out, or a yarn sale. You get some new yarn, or you get a new hook, or new needles, or something, and you want. So I start a new project.
Stephanie saying, I don't like making blankets. I know I should, but I don't. Regina is doing her first one.
You like what you like.
Yeah, Regina's doing her first one. Anita says, no, and I don't want to. It would drive me crazy not being able to finish it quickly. So the one thing that's nice about it, though, is you kind of can take your time relaxing, and at the end of the year, you have a blanket.
Yeah.
Brenda Bear says, oh, and my other reason for not is that we have too many blankets already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Regina's is a knitted temperature blanket.
Oops. Katrina, I hear you, honey. She's coming to she's in her last trimester. She's going to have that baby soon. And this heat, bad for everybody, but especially ladies with babes in the womb. Yeah.
Let's see.
It's just too hot to be outside almost. Even just to go get in your car, oh my gosh, this car's so hot.
I avoid going outside as much as possible lately. It's scary.
Well, yesterday I just got here, so I came here and I was like, Hannah, I was thinking, Hannah thinks more of that doggone cat than she thinks of me. She don't worry about me having to pack up and drag all this stuff out in 5,000 degree temperatures. I like to be here, but it's just the packing and the dragging things in, and my feet and legs don't work so hot anyway. But I drug everything in, patted the kitty cat, and then away I went to Hobby Lobby to the one here.
Hey, you get to spend time with the cat.
Yeah, but you know, they brought him to my house a couple weeks ago. I like that a lot better.
Let's see, Regina says, I can't do temperature blankets. I get bored after the first month.
I had spring babies. I had a April baby, April 19th and May 25th. So I remember being hot as heck in January. And even I remember putting my pillow outside to get it cold. And wearing sandals in January. I was going to college my first trimester with my Lindsay.
I saw this thing on Facebook where a guy's in a car, and what he does to save on the running the air conditioner, put ice bags on them. You know, the big ice bags.
Mm-hmm. Miguel said his air was out in his car, and he's going every time I talk to him. Every time he pops in alive, he says, "Hey, I'm gonna leave you running, but I'm heading so and so." And then he said, "Oh, my AC's broken. It's like 104 degrees or whatever there."
I remember after Hurricane Gustav. Okay, like, you know, my vehicle did not have AC, and like where I was working at, you know, we were running off a generator and it couldn't power the air conditioner. It was hot. And it's like I would leave work, and I mean, I'm just like coughing from the heat. Like, I mean, it was really getting to me. And you know, and it was like I was so glad to be able to get back where I was at, because my roommate had a generator. So
my brother does, because he lives in the house where we grew up. My dad had one for his oxygen.
Now the phone pro was trying to start the generator. I'm not good at or lawnmowers.
You have to maintain those things, you know, keep them. They have to. I know my brother's comes on for a little bit every day, just a tiny bit. You know, it's set on a program where it's scheduled to come on, just pop on. Make sure they're gassed up and serviced, but they are very nice to have when the power goes out.
Because I know the last hurricane here, and we lost electricity. It was miserable. Me and Frank kept going in the car, run the AC to cool down.
I don't blame you.
And it's hurricane season again, and I'm like, oh, I hope we don't get no storms. Okay. Mindy says our air went out summer in Texas, and we put a pan of ice in front of a fan. It was nice to have. Yep. Too hot during the summer. Okay.
Ice in front of a fan, yeah.
Okay.
Make your own little air conditioner.
I'm going to ask a fun question.
Good.
Ghosts or aliens?
Ghosts.
Boo.
What would you have done for alien?
I would go with, well, really nothing. See, now my
Nanu.
I go with aliens because I like the little green guy.
Girl, we knew the answer for that for you, but yeah, I love to watch supernatural movies and stuff. Not slasher gore stuff, like haunted house kind of stuff.
But I do like ghosts too, because it's like it always fascinates me.
Mm.
Like people that have like experience with ghosts and the haunted houses, like the Myrtles. And then but aliens, I'm fascinated with aliens too.
Look what Brenda wrote.
I think there is like other life on other planets and
Yeah,
stuff.
I wouldn't doubt it.
And I do think there have been times where stuff has happened where like people have really had alien experiences. I mean, I've watched like Unsolved Mysteries. I've watched stuff where they've done shows, covering that topic, and I mean, it's just like I just think it's fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Did
you see what Brenda said? She says, "Do aliens have ghosts?"
They might. Let's see. Regina, I don't know why I'm saying Regina. Roberta. I'm getting names confused today. Roberta says, or aliens ghost. But yeah.
I don't think so. I think they're different things.
But the one thing I think about aliens, I think they're high, like with radiation, where I don't think they're really safe to be around. Because I remember one time seeing something like where there was an alien experience, like on Unsolved Mysteries, and it was just like, it was crazy, like how the radiation seemed to affect things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not explaining myself very well.
Make things go kind of haywire. Yeah.
Yeah.
We know what you mean.
Let's see. And let's see. Do y'all prefer mild or spicy? What about you, Granny?
My stomach can't take spicy.
Yeah. I can't handle the spice like I used to, but I love spice.
Yeah, I would be for it if I could, handle it, but mild is what I have, and it's all right.
Roberta's saying, I think we may be dangerous to aliens. We're germy.
Especially now, right?
Yeah, we got cooties.
Wish they'd come down here and sort this mess out. Take it away. Yes, Brenda, I take 2 omeprazoles every prescription every morning, and that keeps my GERD under control. Acid reflux, whatever.
Oh, I love me some spicy food. Love it. Roberta says, I think I already read that. Sorry. Stephanie says, extra spicy. We have ghost peppers growing this year.
Ghost peppers.
Donna says spicy hot. Roberta says mild. I grew up spicy, mellowed as I got older. Yeah, I think that basically happens. You can handle it more when you're young. The older you get, you can't handle the spice as much.
Right.
I remember one time, and I would never say, like, growing up, I would never have said that hot fries were really hot. But one time I got a bag of hot fries and it was like burning my mouth. And I'm like, what's going on?
Was it a different brand or something?
No. And it's weird, like now, I can handle the hotter foods, but for some reason, It was like really spicy to me.
David and I went to a Mexican restaurant. David Browning and Pivy Does It All, and we met up back last year. And it's close to here. I was kitty sitting here, so it was just a hop, skip, and a jump from here where I met them. And oh man, we've none of us been back since we went that time, and David's really been wanting to go, but they had some really good food. Really good.
Make it spicy, spicy, spicy.
Ajita Carrot Boo. Am I saying that right? She said, I've got Ajita last night. My BF thought she was making up that word. Do y'all use it? No.
Roberta's kids are growing Carolina Reapers. Donna says, I'll be 60 in July and I love hot stuff. It doesn't bother me.
Hot stuff. Hey, Mindy. It said hello to you. Hello to everybody I've missed. Howdy, Karen.
Karen is KB Fibers, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Hi, Karen. How are you today? And what are you working on? Yeah. Well, like I said, hot stuff can be hard to handle. Okay.
Ajita. Oh, okay, heartburn.
Heartburn.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Karen, I want to learn how to do mosaic. That's another. That's on my very long.
Yep, it's on my to-do
learn list.
Okay, it's about that time.
It sure is. This has flown by. Usually I can only make it an hour. I had a great time.
Awesome.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome, GrannyDee. And is there anything you want to say before we wrap everything up?
Nope. Be sure and subscribe to that girl. I love her, and check out her designs. She's got some very cool stuff, and I love that alien gnome. Or gnome alien. So I'll be live. I'll be live on Friday.
I'll show it one last time.
Ooh.
For those that walked in after I showed it last. This is my gnome design.
Yeah, it's so cute.
It's an alien girl. Or I heart alien girl.
Turn her around. Let me see the back of her. Cute.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Is she weighted in the bottom? So
I have cardboard at the bottom.
Okay.
But yeah.
You could put a weight in there to kind of make it more stable to sit up, maybe.
So I want to thank you, GrannyDee, for coming live with me. I enjoyed having you.
I enjoyed being here with you.
Amazing, GrannyDee.
Hey, guess what? It's time for Madonna.
And
that was my alarm going off for Madonna if she's coming home today.
We're just about finished. I also want to thank those in the chat today. I enjoyed talking with y'all, interacting with y'all, and I hope y'all had a good time today. And I'm just realizing I don't think I told Lori hi. Hi, Lori. But anyway, and those that will be watching the replay, I want to thank y'all too, and leave a comment. Let us know you watched the replay.
And lurkers, thank you.
And
smash those thumbs.
Yeah, go do an alien invasion over at Madonna's. Tell her the aliens have arrived.
And she'll love it. She'll be glad of it.
And I think that covers everything. So I hope y'all are having a fabulous Yorny day. Be the light and toodles.
Keep cool and hydrate. Be sweet, don't be ugly.